Hello, you guys. It is Christine. I am so far behind. Oh my gosh. I'm starting this recording the night of the 12th. So if I get this up on the 13th, it'll be probably later in the day. We'll see what happens. So this is day 13 for 30 Days of Sketches. It is Melinda Barkman. And it's this nice, it's a cool little bee themed kind of deal, right? So there's these hexagons with some flowers, little bees, little beehive. There's a 4x6 photo up here, and then she has a little journaling card. The title's down along the side over here. This could be like torn paper or something. And then the pictures I have actually are of my husband and my son-in-law, and we now have a beehive. So they're learning how to kind of take care of it. So it seemed perfect for this particular theme. And what I have also is the Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. I believe this is my March set here because I just got it. And I was kind of excited because I'd actually picked out a different layout to do today. Initially when I was building my packs, and then this came and I was like, oh nope, this is perfect. So the cool part is I can actually use this paper here like for this kind of stuff here, right? And so, and then there's florals. I'm going to see about, what I got going on here. This is by Photo Play, by the way, called Sweet as Honey. So I got the honeycombs on this side. There's a floral. There's some cute little bees here with a check. Gorgeous wood grain. And some other cute little bees. And then there's some black cardstock. So I got to figure out kind of what I do. There's no cut aparts in here, but let's see what we got in here. And y'all, it's starting to get hot. I don't remember now what the temperature is. It's not that hot really outside, but my room up here is starting to get hot. Let's see. We have Hello Friend, a couple of little tags basically. These are cute. I've not seen this. You can actually punch these out, I guess, and make giant enamel dot looking things. Or, flare. A couple little deals here. So, here comes the sun. You're the best. Think happy, you'll feel happy. And then like a little frame. I could do a little frame down there. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so. Let me get to starting here. I think, what I don't realize I don't really have a title. I mean, unless you use one of these, but that's not going to work. So I'll have to, you know what? I've got this new thing here I could do bee. I may figure out a way to do beekeepers, but not with this, all of it. I'll probably do bee as big and then find another font for the keepers. And, yeah. So let me figure out exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll be back on in a second. Okay, I've actually tweaked this sketch just a tad. If I look on the sketch, it almost looks to me like there's actually a right-hand side pattern paper, and then the title's on a different pattern, and then that little edge on the other side. And I only end up with basically two pattern papers. I use the wood grain, and I'll use the little black floral. First, I am going to go ahead and cut this little hexagon set out, and you can see what I've done there. Now, these hexagons are obviously smaller than the sketches hexagons that are shown, but I think this turns out so cute, actually. I will say, though, I fast with this layout. This has taken me about 2 days, mostly because I kept getting, like, interrupted. I'd sit down, I'd work on it, I'd have to get up, go do something. I just, run out of time. And then coming back, it's almost like I had to kind of rethink or whatever, if that makes any sense. It's usually better if I can sit and just, knock one out. But I did get this little wood grain here. I love this wood grain. I think this is so pretty, and it looks just awesome. I mean, the bee box itself is actually a little bit blonder wood. You can see that in the photo if you look really closely. It's kind of a yellowy wood, but it is made out of wood. So initially this photo here, I had printed it with a border, and I was just going to use it like that, but I will actually end up matting it on a couple sheets of paper. And she does actually show a border, so it works out nicely. Here's where I'm going to take this little floral, and I'm going to trim it down to the right size, and then I'm going to tear the edge. And I'll put that on the left-hand side. I am still kind of dry fitting because I'm not 100% sure. That lower left where she's got that little beehive drawn, I'll try something different initially, but I'm going to tweak that eventually. I'm going to change it up. So you'll see in just a second what I start to try with, and that's not what ends up staying there though. Okay, this looks really cute. I think it looks kind of aligned with the sketch. Now what I have to still work on is in the upper right, there's like a floral embellishment. Of course, the lower left has that little beehive deal. And the lower right has a journaling card with a little bee over the top of it. So the first thing I try, though, is this little ephemera piece has a frame. And I thought, okay, instead of the beehive, I'll try this little frame. And I might have stuck with that if I didn't figure something else out. But I don't stick with this. Because I'm thinking, well, I can put stuff in the frame, blah, blah, blah. I'll keep messing with this, y'all. I'm sorry. I am going to kind of fast with this. So I'll tell you a little bit about the photos while I'm kind of fassing around here, because I'm going to cut some stuff out. Oh, I'm still looking at the title here too. I was going to call it like Beekeepers or something, but that's a lot of E's, y'all. So I ended up calling it Bee Suits, and that's okay because it's showing them putting on their suits and stuff. So yeah, so to go to the picture. So we now have bees. We have a hive. We had a gentleman that found us a hive. I will tell you, we have either a subpar queen or a missing queen is what he's telling us, because the brood came, and I don't know, he's a beekeeper, so he knows the things, and evidently it's not long-term viable. The queen herself is not, either she's not in there, he says she's not in there, but then there was a brood, so that would suggest that there is a queen, but I don't know what's going on. So we're going to have to get a new queen. But this is our first little hive, and my husband's been out there putting like sugar water and stuff like that to feed them. They eat, sugary things. And this is actually the first day Seth got to go. So initially we had borrowed a suit from the beekeeper guy. My husband did. He borrowed like the top half or something. But we'd ordered them some, and so they showed up. And so this was the first day they were going to go out and check on the bees as their own suits. And I will tell you, these little suits are tricky to get on. So they have like obviously it's a white, it looks almost like a painter's outfit, that a painter might put on, a little bit thicker cotton. And then that little net thing on the head has to be zipped on, and it's like a double zipper type deal or something. And then they have these rubber gloves, and you use those gloves because, well, first off, of course, you don't want your hands and stuff stung. But eventually, when you go to get honey and stuff like that, the gentleman said the rubber is better to be able to get the honey and not be so sticky. So that is what they had to put on. Now, my husband tends to like duct tape his boots to his pants. Seth just kind of wrapped a little elastic around the bottom, but my husband's very paranoid. If y'all saw my layout a while back where I was showing like him on the mower or something, I was talking about Attack of the Bees. He was attacked by bees here, Africanized bees, and so he's a bit traumatized. He's not allergic or anything, so he didn't get, really bad messed up, but my goodness, he was stung like 25 or 30 times, so he's a bit paranoid. So I decided to make me a beehive though down there. So I'd taken the yellow sheet of paper that had the little bees on it, and I'm going to cut, I think it was 5 inches and then 4 inches and then 3 inches and a little maybe 2 inch or 2.5 inch or something like that. And I'm going to make a little beehive. I'm going to cut them into little rectangles first, and then I will take my chomper and I will do a little corner rounder in just a second. I had got the paper here for the photo mat. I was glad I did that because I was able to use this little piece here to make these little beehive pieces. So here's me using my little chomper, and I'm going to do I just round the corners, honestly. I don't know if this is a perfect beehive by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought it worked. And it's got the little bees on there, so I thought that was cute. So I'm going to do this for just a second. You can kind of see I've got everything kind of glued down, the little strip of floral paper. I've got the photo glued down, and I'm going to do the little beehive here. Once I get that glued out, I think is when I pull out the title. It takes me just a second. I kind of actually start with it a little different than I put the things behind. I put it in front, and then I went behind. Okay, so no, I'm going to pull out the little, this is when instead of the journaling card, I pull out this little sticker here, and it says Hive Rules: be honest, be kind, be positive, be grateful, believe in yourself. And I did run off and go get some stickers out of my stash, you guys. I had a couple of sheets of stickers. The stuff that came with this little bit here didn't fit necessarily the design of the sketch, so I had to go looking for something to use, because just the stuff that I had with me to work with wasn't exactly the right stuff. So I did find this sticker here. I like this a lot. I'm going to add a little honey. It says pure honey. That's going to go down there as well. I'll find that in just a second if I haven't already. I'm also going to end up making those little flares. I have a 1-inch punch. You'll see that in just a second. I'll punch them out. Initially, I wasn't trimming them, and then I thought, why am I not trimming them? So you'll see me do that. Here's where I'm going to start kind of trying to fit this title on here. I will end up bringing that B up. It's not high enough, because once I start trying to get suits spelled out, I'll realize it's too long, and I'll have to bring the B up. So I'm going to have B suits going down the side there. Again, the sketch had it kind of inside some hexagons. I didn't do that just because, again, it just seems like it's a little sized differently or something, so it had to be adjusted. I love this little font, though. I think I've mentioned that before. I used it not too long ago on something else. I think the year or something. I don't know what I use it for now. Okay, B suits is what I'm going to spell out. I think this is really cute. And then I've also got, there's a couple little pieces in the ephemera that came with this collection, and I will actually, they have sunflowers on them, and I'll actually end up cutting those out because she does have the little flowers by the beehive down there. So I'm going to end up putting those on the beehive once I get them cut out. This is me still messing with that title, you guys. But yeah, we're hoping to have a few more hives. I think this year we're supposed to try to, by the time it's all said and done with for an ag exemption, we need 7 to 9. So I think we're going to try to get, I think it was 3 this year or something like that. And we have another beekeeper who's supposed to help us with that. He's going to build us we have like stands and stuff like that. This is just one that we had actually talked to this guy before we met the second guy and had already given him a box and stuff. So he just had his eye out for us. So it's a little bit of a crossover, which was unintentional, but it is what it is. The county gave us the second guy's name. That's the only reason, we even reached out to him. But so the upper right up there, instead of doing a floral, I'm going to end up with this sticker that says "Welcome to our hive," and then there's a little bee on a hexagon thing there. I stick a sticker initially that says "What's the buzz?" I'm going to take that off. That doesn't stay. The yellow is a little off, and I'll end up taking that away. But I do have that "Here Comes the Sun." I'll end up putting that back. I liked it because it was round and seemed to work. So you can kind of see I've done that up there in the upper right. This is where I got the sticker, and I put the foam behind it. So that's going to go up there. I'll kind of scooch this stuff around in just a second and use my ATG to glue it down. And then, let me see what else. What do I do after this, you guys? I got the little honey sticker at the bottom. I think it's the flare things. So I'm going to punch these out. I have a little 1-inch punch over here. They're a little bit smaller than that, so I'll punch that out. I'll put the flare on, which the flare is probably 3/4 inch, honestly. Initially, like I said, I wasn't going to trim them, so I just set it down. I thought, well, that doesn't look too bad. But I'll do 2 of them, and then I get to the third one, and I think, why are you not just trimming these, Christine? Go ahead and trim them. So in just a second, you're going to see me. I even glued this stuff down, you guys. Oh, wait, that's the flowers. That's the little sunflowers that I fussy cut out of those tags. But let me see, what have I got going on here? Oh, I haven't glued that down. I think, I need to glue that down, and then I'll end up pulling it back up anyways. Let's see. Got that. Can y'all hear my fan, by the way? It is warm in my room. My husband said I could start turning the air on. I just hadn't walked down there and done it. And it is starting to get warm, you guys, in Texas. It's March, mid-March here, so we are moving heavily into spring, and it starts getting kind of warm, and my upstairs room is definitely warm. I need to turn my air on. So if you can hear the fan, I apologize. I'm going to have to go down there and adjust the overall central heat, or central air rather. I put the little darker flower down there because it was basically the opposite of the dark floral on the left side over there. And of course I have a little dark floral sticker at the top, so I thought that looked really cute. And this is, again, I'm just kind of wrapping this up. This one here is a little white with a sunflower on it, and this is what makes me think, go ahead and trim this, Christine. You're being silly. Just go ahead and trim it. So I think I'll set this down in just a second and do the other 2. And let me see what else I got going on. Yeah, I'm going to finish trimming these up, and I'll glue these down. So I'll have to pull them back up, even though I've already glued them down. Now, I think I'm double checking my sketch, and I go, oh, shoot, those bees. I had pulled those stickers off of the sticker sheet over there, and I thought, oh, I meant to put those bees down. Now, they're a shade different, but they're so cute. So I used them. They're going to be going around my little sticker over there, because she showed a bee. She just had one, but I'm going to add one. I have 3 little small ones there. And then I realized my little flowers, I kind of want some foam pieces behind them, so I'm going to add these little squares behind my foam pieces. And that is it, you guys. That is the end of the layout. I'm so sorry this is running late. I appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to do the like and subscribe. And of course, I'm going to have the playlist with the description, all that stuff below. So make sure you show everybody some love, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.